This is a reception center for Zimbabwean asylum seekers in Messina, South Africa. Conditions are grim. Tens of thousands have fled the economic meltdown and cholera epidemic in their home country in the past few months, often at great personal risk. Juliet Matsikanda left Zimbabwe in early February, facing a difficult border crossing.
If you don't have the money, they take what you have got, even clothes, your money and everything. And most of us women, we are raped during the crossing.
25-year-old Simbarashi Mabaye faced similar trials.
It was very, very difficult to come. During our journey down here, we meet several people, criminals, they robbed us our money and other stuffs.
These tragic stories hit a nerve with top executives of 4 blue-chip corporations. The UN Refugee Agency took on a mission to Southern Africa to witness firsthand the plight of refugees.
In all of the camps that I visited, the worst situation I've seen. You've got 4,000 people here, you've got no shelter, you've got 12 toilets, and it's a very desperate situation.
We can get a little bit of a feel for the heat, the desperation, just to get some dignity by being registered and then hopefully going somewhere to earn a living and find a job. And we'll be making every effort to work with UNHCR to help bring some new kinds of solutions to situations like this.
And this is what the trip was all about: assessing the situation on the ground and then supporting the agency with programs linked to the company's core competencies. In addition to human resource firm Manpower and Microsoft, executives from PricewaterhouseCoopers and advertising agency Young & Rubicam joined the mission by the so-called Council of Business Leaders.
They are helping us around the world to make UNHCR a more efficient, better organization, to deliver better services for the refugees that we care around the world.
Care, recognition and opportunities are what asylum seekers and refugees need most. The situation at the border city of Messina is critical. Every day, over 300 desperate Zimbabweans find their way into South Africa, one of the few countries in the region which does not have refugee camps. It faces the challenge of integrating this influx of asylum seekers. No easy task. Unemployment is hovering around 23%, and foreigners are blamed for depriving the local population of job opportunities. This has led to xenophobic attacks. According to official figures, 46,000 people were displaced and 62 killed during the outbreak of violence in May 2008. One of the victims, a Potri Joshua Bukombi, a refugee from Congo.
I lost everything. I lost my job. I lost my house. My daughter ran away. My daughter is raped.
Today, Bukombi, his wife and remaining 7 children live in a shelter in Johannesburg. Kombozi Bolambozi and her 4 children are at the same shelter. Her 6-year-old son was raped last December. And Somali refugee Abdul Billy Hassan sleeps on the streets nearby. He's been attacked 11 times since arriving in South Africa in 2005. It is the fate of these people the Council wants to improve.
We want to start a business council that will ask other corporations to check their own company and their supply chains for any illegal labour or abused labour or any trafficked labour. And believe me, these people that come south from Zimbabwe and other countries into South Africa, many of them are being abused and put into work that is way below the market rate and then exploited by gangs.
The delegation also visited the Osiri camp in Namibia and the Maratani camp in Mozambique, where refugees are registered through a Microsoft-based system called Progress. Jointly developed with the UNHCR, it operates in 308 refugee camps across 58 countries today. Mozambique is only the second country which has taken control of progress, effectively managing refugee and asylum seeker processing.
So at the moment within the camps they're only using about 30% of the functionality of progress, which includes registration and food primarily. But there are lots of other things you can use the application for, and we're looking forward to assisting UNHCR with that. Things like assistance, technical skills development, microfinance, tracking for loans that are made to refugees. All that capability is in the product today.
Carolina Yuma, a refugee from Burundi, was one of the beneficiaries of a microloan when she arrived at the Maratani camp.
They were telling the refugees, anybody who wants a loan, you can come and pick the loan and do. They were offering money and chicken. So it depends on the person what you could do. So as we decided to take the loan, because we wanted to open a tailoring shop.
Carolina was one of the few examples the business leaders encountered who managed to turn her life around and successfully integrate into the local community. A case study for the members of the Council of Business Leaders, who are now tasked to make a difference, helping to improve the lives of the increasing number of refugees around the world.